Good day everyone. In this two video series, I'm making two videos, one on disaster and one on love. And the experiment is to see how many people will click on which one. And the thumbnail of each video will just have the word love and disaster with a black background. So no change in aesthetics or anything like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two videos do and who decide to click on the video that says the word love and who will click on the video that says the word disaster. In this video clip, this is the disaster video, and the one bit of advice that I want to give everyone out there is that a disaster is something that happens to you. You cannot live with a disaster mindset, and many people do that throughout their lives. They think they are living in a perpetual disaster and their whole life is a disaster. They seek disaster, they find disaster, and this is a problem because a true disaster happens to you in an extreme way. And the only way to be prepared for this is to be self-reliant, self-sufficient, to be able to look after yourself. In other words, be prepared for all eventualities. And I encourage all people to do that. And this is not a prepper mentality. This is a self-reliance mentality, which is vastly different. So people that live with a state of mind that is permanently in a state of disaster will always find it. People that live with a state of mind of mitigation, in other words, always finding ways of resolving issues or problems, will not be ever in a state of disaster in their own minds. It's good enough that a government like the government in South Africa puts us in a state of disaster, but it's even worse when we do it to ourselves on a permanent basis. So I want to give you this one bit of advice. Start becoming self-reliant, and your state of disaster that you've created in your own mind will flee from you. You will be able to be on top of things, you will feel in charge of things, and you will feel like even when a disaster happens to you, whether it's flood, fire, earthquake, whatever it might be, that you can mitigate it. Now, this doesn't mean that you'll get off scot-free, that you won't get hurt, but you will be able to, under most circumstances, survive what happens to you in that moment. Most disasters you cannot predict. Most disasters will happen to you in real time, will develop in real time, and you will have to mitigate them. Whether it's an earthquake that suddenly starts, for you to predict that is not possible. For a big storm that comes in, a massive flood, a flash flood. A lot of flash floods happen in areas where it hasn't even rained, where the water runs from an area where it's raining far away. Those are just simple examples. I don't want to labor this video anymore. I think I've made the point. And we will see how many people can change their lives to not live in a continuous state of disaster, but are able to use love to overcome that. Love for yourself, love for your family, love for your community, which means that you will live a self-reliant lifestyle where you become as independent of government and corporate control as you can. And this will lead me into the other video, which I hope you will go and watch on love. Thank you very much. Till the next video.